What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The other day I had the pleasure of going to my first West Virginia State Park of 2021. I decided to go down to Audra State Park, and I just thought I'd share some of the videos and pictures with you today. So you might have noticed, if you are a repeat viewer, a little bit of a change of scenery. I'm trying something different. I'm trying to do something new, a little bit here and there. But if you are a first-time viewer, welcome to the Best Virginian. I do videos on West Virginia travel, tourism, history, a little bit of the paranormal, a little bit of true crime, all here in the Mountain State. And today, let's get right into Audra State Park. So officially, the WV Tourism and the West Virginia State Park Service will say that Audra State Park is in Buckhannon, West Virginia. It's actually in this weird Bermuda Triangle in between Buckhannon, Philippi, and Belington, West Virginia. If you've ever wondered what's in that area, well, Audra State Park. It's a rather small state park at only about 355 acres along the banks of the Middle Fork River. And Audra State Park is generally known for three things. The rapidious and very stony Middle Fork River, the abundance of rhododendron bushes, especially along the river, and the Middle Fork Boardwalk, which is this boardwalk that runs underneath a massive sandstone overhang pretty much right in the middle of the park. Because of the stony nature of this region, again, a lot of the root systems for some of these bushes and trees don't really so much go down because it's so stony, but they kind of just creep across the ground, very much like a lot of the root systems that we've talked about in places like Cooper's Rock, for example. There's also an abundance of these happy little trees that are able to grow on pretty much solid rock because of this layer of pine needle and leaf debris. It allows some of these little trees to grow in places where you don't think they really would be able to grow and thrive in, because again, it just looks like, in a lot of cases, they're growing out of solid rock. The boardwalk itself was actually rather amazing. Again, you hike maybe not even a mile down this one path, and you get to this boardwalk that runs right along the river. Just the noise of the river and the river run over the stones is almost deafening. I would like to go back at some point when there's like a thunderstorm or one of those West Virginia middle of the summer 45 minute sideways downpours. If you've ever been to the Mountain State, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because I think it would just be an amazing experience, amazing atmosphere. Even on the day I was out there, it was kind of a dry day. There were still several places where water was running over the hill and actually dripping down this massive piece of sandstone, and in some places running actually across the boardwalk itself, which again just added to this feeling that this is an area that time has kind of forgotten about. It did have a very prehistoric vibe to it. More than once, I thought to myself, if I was ever going to make a Jurassic Park movie here in West Virginia, this would be a very good place to do it because of the root systems, these massive stones, and the evergreen rhododendron bushes. It did kind of give this almost tropical kind of vibe to it, even though it's in the middle of West Virginia and it was in the middle of the spring. I would like to go back when the rhododendron bushes are actually in bloom, because there are literally thousands, if not tens of thousands of these things. I think it'll be really beautiful once they actually start to bloom. And because the main hiking path runs right along the river, there's several places where you see these big stones out in the middle of the river. And because the path is so close to it, you really just kind of have to go off the main path, maybe 10, 20 feet in most places, to get right down onto some of these giant rocks that run along the river. And it allowed me to take some really good pictures, some up-close pictures of these rapids and rather large stone structures right on the river itself. Now, once you get done on the boardwalk path, it kind of loops back around up the hill, and then it kind of levels out, and it very much becomes like any other kind of ridge hiking trail here in West Virginia. I enjoyed that a lot of these paths go in between some of these massive rocks. It feels weird calling them rocks. It also feels weird calling them boulders because they are just giant stones, really, the size of multiple cars. And the paths kind of run in between them, which I always love. So yeah, that was Audra State Park. If you ever find yourself in the Barbour, Upshur County area, if you ever find yourself in the Philippi or Buckhannon or Belington area, it's definitely a great place to go spend afternoon, get some really great pictures of the river, the boardwalk, some of these rock formations. Definitely check it out. If there's anywhere in the Mountain State or any topic in the Mountain State you would like for me to cover, let me know down in the comments. And like always, stay wild, stay wonderful, and I will talk to you in the next one.